time for Ask the Expert on News Talk 1340 and 96.3 FM, KWLM.
Well, pleasant good morning to you. I'm Jason Brandt. It's 11 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock. And right now, clouds and 39 degrees. And very glad to have with us here this morning on our Ask the Expert segment, Jeremy Goltz and Josh Dierks from Heritage Bank. And both Jeremy and Josh work as business and relationship managers with Heritage Bank. And gentlemen, thanks for being with us here today.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Very much appreciate you being in the studios here and jumping right into things here this morning. Fellas, what should business owners consider doing throughout the year to learn from seasonality and trends?
Yeah, I would say with that is tracking your sales and revenue on a monthly basis, depending on your business. It's a good idea to compare month over month and see how the business is doing and what the performance is. You can identify seasonality spikes, whether it's holidays, weather, or inventory side of it.
Okay.
Yeah, speaking of that, monitoring your customer behavior is also incredibly important. You can take a look at analyze purchase patterns and repeat business, see what might be the more hot sellers versus not hot sellers, what people are actually asking for. Yeah. You can also segment your customers by seasonality, whether it be, do you have more business in the summer versus with a specific demographic or winter buyers with a specific demographic.
All right. And also, what financial steps should businesses take before year end? I'm going to imagine there's quite a few.
Absolutely. Yeah. And like we talked about, when you're tracking your monthly sales and revenue, to review the financial performance, look at your income statement, balance sheet, how is your cash flow going, compared to your projections or what you're anticipating, and how is the year going, and what does that look like?
Sure. And then obviously prepare for tax season. Obviously there's quite a lot of documents to prepare between your W-2s, 1099s, receipts, and vendor statements. Also, it's a great time to maximize your deductions. I'm no tax expert by any means, but it's definitely an important thing to consider when you get to year-end time.
Yeah, exactly. And also, how can businesses better manage cash flow and avoid overdraft fees? Those are obviously not a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And kind of the more of what we've been saying is to reviewing the financials and your quarterly financials or monthly financials. What inflows and outflows do you have coming? If you've got payroll today, but you're not going to be getting your receivables in tomorrow, there's going to be a gap. Identify the gaps. You don't want to be overdrawing on your account. So that's where we can meet with the customer and determine what the best product would be to help bridge that gap, whether it's a revolving line of credit or if there's something more we can do to assist the customer.
Okay.
Yeah, and speaking of analyzing your accounts receivable, there's a ton of fantastic options nowadays to make sure that your customer is able to pay you on time. Recently, we have just partnered with a product called Autobooks, which does online invoicing, sends invoices directly to your customer's email inbox.
Fantastic.
And your customer is able to pay with credit card or their bank account right online, as compared to having to send you, a check through the mail. And obviously, as a business owner, that helps save you some money in postage as well.
Oh, definitely. And it sounds like it makes things infinitely easier for everybody, too.
Oh, absolutely it does.
Yeah. And kind of backtracking here, Jeremy and Josh, that basically, I guess, people that are looking to get into a business that, with all the things we've been talking about, obviously kind of make your head spin. They're invited, obviously, to stop in ahead of time and talk with you guys about, basically how to get this thing going. And obviously, you guys will have all this info for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they can stop into the local Heritage Bank branches and meet with us, give us a call ahead of time, and we can sit down and go through the business with them.
I know that would be the case for me. I'm like, where do we start? But obviously, like you just said, you guys will have the answer for us. And also, what are some of the ways that businesses can streamline payments and invoices?
Yeah, going right back to that Autobooks thing that we talked about. It's absolutely a wonderful thing, specifically for small businesses that don't necessarily want to pay the higher premiums with like Intuit QuickBooks or want to have the delay in their payments with like PayPal or anything.
Sure.
So
I take it this is becoming more and more popular as time has gone on.
Absolutely. As you start to see the general financial scape modernize, you're going to see more and more digital solutions come about.
Sure. Definitely. Okay. And also, how can community members help support small businesses at this time of year? And just like we were just mentioning,
yeah, you just mentioned it,
just
Jason.
kind of keeping it, obviously keeping it local.
Yeah. Continuing to shop local. We at Heritage have been part of the local communities for 50 years. So the local businesses help the communities thrive, and by shopping local, supporting your neighbors, your friends, or even your coworkers, keeping the money local is super important.
Absolutely. Yeah. On your trip to some of the big box stores that are in the area, there is a ton of small businesses in the area.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to park the car and hop in, just see what they have to offer. And just making a small little purchase or a large purchase, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm going to almost guarantee you that anything you're looking for is available right here in Willmar or the Willmar area.
Absolutely.
Everything. So, and also, why is it important for business owners to check in with their banker at year end or throughout the year? And obviously, that kind of self-explanatory there. You got to basically see where things are at,
Yeah, absolutely. I always say communication is key. Having that open communication with your lender, just to document status of the business, the ebbs and flows of the business, similar to what we talked about right away. Just you as a business owner understand your business the best, and being able to articulate that and have that conversation to help us understand your business and how we can assist with your business. It's also good to check in, from the financial requirement side.
Yeah.
If you have outstanding financials that are due for us to review, keeping that communication open and providing that documentation in a timely manner.
Absolutely. It kind of ends up being like a double-edged sword. We don't know what you need unless we talk to you.
Yeah.
And you might not know what you need unless you talk to us.
Exactly. Yeah. There might be something you're missing, or like you're mentioning about taxes or whatever questions that they may have, invaluable for them to obviously stop in. So.
Without a doubt.
All right. Well, gentlemen, thanks so much for being with us here today. Again, Jeremy Goltz and Josh Dierks from Heritage Bank. And again, both work as business relationship managers with Heritage Bank. So stop in and see them. And gentlemen, thanks for being with us here today.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it.